Currently driving to get our trailers to load up our entire house. We've got it all packed. We've got the SUV and we've got the truck. He's in front of me, the truck. I can't find my camera because everything's packed and it's insane, so I'm using my phone. But we are so stressed out because once we get the trailers, we're going to load everything up and then we're going to drive it all the way from Oklahoma to Tennessee. A little bit of excitement as well. Dragging the trailer back to the house. I've never driven so far with a trailer before. I thought it would be terrifying, but I'm actually doing okay. We'll see how it goes. Well, we're done packing. I've cleaned most of the rooms. The house looks very empty. Ricky wants to leave the curtains. I like the curtains, but now all we have to do is wait. It's 1 in the afternoon on Sunday, and our closing is on Monday morning at 9:30. And then after that, it's a long drive. And then we have to unload everything, and then we have some storage units with some more stuff that we have to go get in Tennessee already. And then we've got to bring that back to the house, and we've got to unload the trailers, and we've got to go to the power company and get all the utilities and stuff set up, because we're going to start out on the grid and slowly work our way off. But we'll still do the homesteading, goats, gardens, etc. But see you tomorrow. Today's the big day, and we're headed to closing, and it's pouring rain. We're gonna come back and get the other car and the trailer.
In the rain.
In the rain. Hopefully we go fast. Well, we're on the way to our first stop in Little Rock, Arkansas. And my mind is just full of the things that I have to do when we get to the house. Because the house we're buying tomorrow is 87 years old, and it has like some soft places in the floor that we have to fix, and we've already had to pull over and fix the truck once because the metal mechanism that causes the pedal to pull this lever that opens the whatever to get gas out came apart, so I had to put it back together. But I think it should stay this time. But hopefully no more problems. It's just part of the experience. You only get to do this once. But one thing that Ricky always says when we come to Tennessee for vacation is, "You never drive." Well, I'm driving all the way, so he can't ever say that I don't ever drive ever again. Well, we woke up at the crack of dawn. I was up at 4, and I was at the hotel, so I went to make coffee, and I thought someone was playing a cruel joke on me. There were 4 packages of decaffeinated coffee. How is that going to help me get anything done? So Ricky went down to the lobby and found some coffee that we hope had caffeine, but judging by my mood, didn't. So we're on our last stretch, and I have nothing to do but think. So I've been thinking, our ancients, they made things like pyramids, and they followed the rules of nature. And in our society now, we make everything boxy and square, and then we're surprised when it tumbles over. In nature, there's Sorry, Ricky's talking to me on the walkie. In nature, there aren't any things that are boxy or square. Everything is curving and wider at the base, and structures are stronger, and I feel like we as a people could benefit by following nature's example. but we don't. We should. But we're on the last stretch, and I'm sitting here thinking, oh, it'll be such a relief when we get there, but it won't, because then we get to unpack. And then we get to start working on the house. And then we get to start this and that and the other. I've got to build a loft in the barn and pull up the floor because I don't want wood floors in my barn. And I've got to turn my shed into a workshop. And I've got to fix a certain dilapidated structure. And oh my gosh, the list goes on and on and on. And that's not even getting to building the animal pens. But I signed up for this, so that's what I get. Well, it's day 3. I got started. I slept in till 6:30 by accident, so the sun was already up. But I got started. I emptied the burn barrel, and then it just started pouring rain. So it's beautiful. I have trash everywhere because I have things that I've got to put together, like I got to put together that table, and that was wrapped around the grill, and that's the old shower mat. I've got some cleaning to do, but I did manage to, it's still a mess, but right here there was a wooden barrel with ivy growing in it, and it was covered in leaves. But when I removed the leaves, I discovered a slope going under the house, which is not going to help me repair it. It's going to help it rot faster. This is a very old house. So I piled the dirt, I removed the ivy, dug up a tree, it's over there. I moved the dirt up against the house so that hopefully this slopes the water away. We will see. And God gave me the perfect chance to test it out. So I'm getting wet. So is my phone. But the truck's getting a bath. That's Bart. He's served us well. He's cost us, gosh, maybe $7,000 or $8,000 to buy him and get him ready to drive 14 hours to here. But I'm getting things done. I'm letting the grass grow so I can scythe it for wheat. And there's a loft in the barn, not wheat, hay. There's a loft in the barn for me to put it there. I'm such a noob, but this is so much fun. So because it's raining, and this is an old house that needs a lot of work, we've discovered many soft places in the floor. We don't know if it's water damage or what. So we're gonna have to redo every floor in the entire house. Plus I hate wood paneling, so that's gonna come down. And we're gonna see if there's any insulation once all the paneling comes down. Right now it's so dingy and gross, but I'm gonna pull it back and see what we got. Got some of the flooring ripped up, the laminate. There's sparkly tiles, and that is all rotted and there's a hole in the floor. So it's all going to be replaced. It's just gross. While I was ripping up the floor, I discovered there's a trapdoor that leads into a basement where there are canned goods and stuff with concrete walls. So bonus room. They said there was a crawl space, which is what that is, but that is a basement, and it wraps around under the living room.